in this country. I was telling people that I used to, virtually every 2 weeks, this Nigerian Airways are planned to come in the morning and then use the first flight to leave. I can go on and on, but today all you hear in Nigeria is bad news. You wake up in the morning, if it is not killing, it is kidnapping, it is one form of criminality or the other. Since yesterday I've been shopping to get how I can go to Kaduna. I can't go to Kaduna to fly from Abuja because no commercial flight goes to Kaduna. I can't go by train. I can't go by road. Everybody says to me, if you want to go by road, you come to Kano, drive to Kaduna, and back here before going back to Abuja. That's what it is. So, this is not how to go to Kaduna. I can't drive around in the north. You can't go, if you tell people you're going to go from Abuja to Mina, they say, please, go by air. If you want to go from Abuja, I call the chairman of Kogi. I want to come to Kogi, he said, oh, find a flight and land in Abuja. I said, chairman, how do you go back to Kogi? He said, I go by road, but your own is different. I said, chairman, I'm going to go by road. I called the chairman of Nassau. The story is same thing everywhere. It's same thing all over Nigeria. Whether you're in the east, in the west, everywhere. It's not the same. Why is that? It's a collective effect of leadership failure over the years. So the consequence of there are 100 million people living in poverty. There's no way you can have 100 million people living in poverty and you cannot face crisis. We have 15 to 18 million out of school children. Our unemployment is one of the highest in the world. We now have 35% unemployment. Combined with unemployment, it's about 50 to 60%, which is a huge number of people living. What is even worse, that all those who are living in this are young people in their productive age doing nothing. So that's the crisis we face as a country. All those people that used to be employed and working in factories in Kano are no longer employed. They no longer have jobs. So Nigeria has become a beggar nation, where the only thing people do now is to beg. And that is the crisis of faith of the country. On top of all this, the country is owing a lot of money that it can pay. We borrow so much money now that we don't know how to pay for it. Because the money we borrowed was not invested, it was consumed, it's not become a problem. There's nothing wrong with borrowing. Every country of the world borrows money. Every country of the world. America is the biggest country. They owe a lot to China, to Japan. American debt to their GDPs are over almost 100%. China debt to GDP is over 50%. Japan, that is the third economy, their debt is 230% of their GDP. But what is wrong is in borrowing for consumption. Nigeria borrowed for consumption. I was in Bauchi on Sunday, and I went to the tomb of Tafa Balawa to pay my respect. And everybody says to me, why did you go there? My answer to them was very simple. I went there because I wanted to go and pay respect to a leader that sacrificed for the country. It was after Tabakalawa in 1964 that Nigeria borrowed the first money. That money was $82 million to build the Kanchi Dam. 58 years after, Kanchi Dam is still standing. And now, we borrowed 60 times that amount. And we don't have more Kanchi Dam. When the Obasanjo government, Nigeria was owing 3 trillion. Today we are owing 58 trillion. So we are finished with the country. For every 1 naira we earn as a country today, every 1 naira we earn as a country, we use 90 kobo to service debts. My dear people, the country is in a crisis. If you think they can continue this way, then we're headed for a collapse. If we don't get 2023 right, your country is going for a collapse. Your country is not productive. Your country is not productive. All we do in this country is sharing and consuming. Your children are not working in their productive age. Parents now pay their children's school fees. They come home to live with them. And their parents don't care. They are waiting for the next turn of what to share. I came to beg you people, please, for the sake of this country, help to stop the sharing. What we are sharing is finished. We are now borrowing money. The money they are borrowing today and sharing will be paid by your children. If you go and read the bonds that are being issued today, those bonds are payable in 2045, 2050, 2055. None of us will be there. And we are not saving money for it. The money they are borrowing today and sharing, your children will not be able to pay it. Nigeria was productive. I've gone all over the place in the north. By the time I finish today, the only state that will be left for me will be Kano. Nigeria is a country of 200 million people. Nigeria is a country with 930-something thousand square kilometers. Yet Nigeria cannot export more than 30 billion in export, out of which our oil export is half of that, 30 billion. Smaller countries, Morocco in Africa, 36 million population, exported last year 40-something billion worth of goods. Nigeria could not export 30 to 200 million people. Vietnam, with 100 million, half of Nigerian population, last year exported goods of $300 billion. We only did 10% of that. And we are the biggest Africa. I've gone from one state after the other. This Kano you see here used to be home of industry. It's no longer. Kaduna used to be home for garments, textile. It's no longer. All the foods that we used to cultivate in the north is no longer, because insecurity, people can no longer go to farm. I was in Kebbi And I said to them, David, you cannot feed yourself. You can't cultivate rice for export. I was in Niger. Niger is 76.3 thousand square kilometers of land. Yet they can't feed themselves. They can't feed Nigeria. They can't export goods. Netherlands is 33,000 square kilometers. So Niger is 2.5 times Netherlands. Netherlands exported last year agricultural goods of $120 billion. 8 times what we spend for oil. But we have a land. Our land are very good. We can cultivate food year on year. Here in Netherlands in winter, they have everything, and they export it. I was in Taraba. Taraba is almost twice Netherlands. On the banks of Taraba, you can plant flour, you can plant tea, you can produce tea, coffee, flour. And I said to them, look at Taraba. It's a very poor state. Flour alone, Kenya exported $500 million flour last year. It's a country in Africa. Ethiopia exported $905 million worth of coffee. And of course, Sri Lanka, a poor country, did more than 1.4 billion tea. Nigeria is not exporting anything. All we do here is sharing. All Mr. Peter Obi wants to do, my name is simple, Mr. Peter Obi. All I want to do is to start one thing, remove sharing formula for production formula. Every country must produce. Every state must produce. I want to see production coming out of Kano. I want people to come to Kano. All I want to do is to remove Nigeria from consumption to production. We have to stop consuming. We cannot be talking about government when we have what the cotton mills and the textile companies used to have in Kaduna and we come here. Bangladesh exported last year garments for $36 billion. That is quite what we have from oil. Vietnam is $32 billion. In oil. And all we do here is sharing. What the fuck sharing? We must get this place to work. Look at the millions of young men in Kano who should be factory workers and working. They're not doing anything. They're depressed. These are factory workers. Our country is supposed to be productive, but you don't have anything. I told you that the first money ever borrowed was to generate power. Today, your country, that it was to create 750 megawatts of electricity from time to time. Today, a country can only generate 4,000 megawatts. 4,000. And it's the biggest country in Africa. The second biggest country in Africa is South Africa with 54,000, with 60 million persons. Generates 54,000. So the second biggest economy generates 54,000. 50,000 more than Nigeria, that is number one. The third biggest economy is Egypt. They generate 55,000. 51,000 more than Nigeria. To even tell you, Egypt doubled their power generation between 2015 and 2021 from 26,000 to 55,000. And in this country, for years, you cannot. Countries have seen poverty. Nigeria today have more people living in poverty than China and India combined. A country, combined the two of them, is 2.8 billion, they are 200 million, because they're not doing anything. In 1990, 92% of people in China live in poverty. Today, they have less than 2%. But between 2000 and 2015, China pulled 435 billion people out of poverty. India, in the past 5 years, pulled 276 people out of poverty. Vietnam, same thing. Vietnam was the biggest rice importer 10 years ago. Today they exported rice. I was in Kano and I said to them, where Vietnam cultivate rice, you have a bigger land. Yet in April alone, Vietnam exported rice of $300 million this last April, and you're here, you don't have $300 million in today's money, about 175 billion naira. Your budget is 155 billion, and you're still here. We cannot. This country must become productive. We have young people, very brilliant young people. People say to us, how can you stop criminality in Nigeria? Fighting criminality has been done in Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, and everywhere. It's not sophisticated. The more you pull people out of poverty, you reduce criminality. You now have a number of people, and pulling them out of poverty is to invest in them. We need to invest in the education of our youth. You need to give them support to start something. These are brilliant people with energy. The country must put money in them. The country must work with women to get them. If you go to Bangladesh, where they have to do garments, out of 10 million people that are employed in Bangladesh in garments, 6 million are women. 60%. More than doing garment for export. So we need to do something. So my dear people, what I've come here to tell you is, let us change. We have collapsed and we must change it. Delegates, you will not be delegates forever. You will not be delegate forever. Party leader, you will not be position forever. I was once a governor, and I used to tell people, I will not be governor forever. Today I am no longer governor, but I live in Onitsha. Onitsha is where I govern, and I live there with the ordinary people. I have a relationship with Kano. When I arrived there to say for this Monday afternoon, you saw people who come to the meeting in Kano. As a governor, I have the best ADC in this country. Nobody has a better ADC than me. My ADC Mohammed is from Kano. We remain close to today. I'm involved in a business in Nigeria. One of the biggest businesses in Nigeria. My best staff is from Kano. I have been good friends, retired generators, so many of them are all from Kano. I have a relationship with here. People I met as a trader, because Sadiq, all of them are all from Kano here. All to honor high dignities in Kano. We cannot continue. Kano used to be a center for commerce. Banks no longer want to go to Kano because the money is not coming any longer. And what stopped it? So the more that disappears, the more you have people begging. Same in the southeast, same in the southwest. Our youths are begging for a living in their productive age when they are supposed to be engine of production. My dear people, you cannot be delegate forever. People are going to come here, all of us, who are contesting. The ones that have not come will come. When they come, they will give you money. If they give you money, take it. It's probably your money. If they give you money, take it. It's probably your money. They didn't print any money. So if they give it to you, take it. Everybody will give according to his own side. Those who have more, give you more. Even if it's 1 naira, take it. But please, when you go to vote this time, do not look at Peter Obi. Do not look at anybody. Take picture of your children, put it in front of you and ask yourself a question. What society do I want these children to live in? Society where they are not sure they wake up, society where there is no job, society where there is killing, society where there is kidnapping, society where there is a sense of hopelessness, or do you want them to wake up in a society where there is a sense of hope? When you are sick now, you go to a gym. When you are sick now, you go to other countries of the world. Nobody is excited about anything here again. You want to send your children out of this place for schooling. We can reverse it. Look at your children. Vote for somebody like Jamia. Vote for unity of this country so we can build cohesion. Ask about our background. Each of these is a trader. I'm a trader. Show you the schools where I went to school. You can go and verify all those schools. I been to good schools all over the world. I worked in corporations, like GM corporations, from banks, and the chairman of Security and Exchange Commission, and the chairman of and this two banks. And I work with people from here. So I have a record where you can go and verify my background. I've been a governor. It's not you. I served in Anambra State for 8 years. When I left office, I left 75 billion naira. I was not owing gratuity. I was not owing pension. I was not owing anything. So you can go and ask. Everybody can say I left money, but everybody not consistent. I can call me back. I left in Access Bank a total of $50 billion, $12 billion. I left in Diamond Bank. The day I left up in 2014, $50 billion, $12 billion. I left in Fidelity Bank, $6 billion, $12 billion. That's how I was left out. I was saving in naira and dollar. I wasn't owing anybody. I didn't owe pension, gratuity, salary, supplier, or any contract. And I have no gratuity. Since I left Anambra State, they never bought me pure water. I never got this from Anambra State. I told them I'm going home. And I'm home in my house. Now you can go and verify. So look at your children. We must build a better place for our children. Fathers, mothers, and here. The society we are using today will take its revenge on our children and our grandchildren. God bless all of you.
Your Excellency, we most sincerely appreciate you for the knowledge you have imparted in us. While Your Excellency was talking, so many of us attempted to judge what His Excellency is saying. I have informed one of my friends who is asking me whether His Excellency is reading from somewhere. He said, "Oh, this is part and parcel of His Excellency." When you speak reality, when you speak things the way it is, that which you know, that which is part and parcel of you, you need not to grab, you need not to read from anywhere. Your history, your integrity, which is your second name, Your Excellency, is known to all, and we have no doubt of your capacity to rule this country. It is our sincere prayer that the Lord who has brought you this far, Your Excellency, will lead you to victory. Thank you once again, Your Excellency. Thank you once again. May I, in a very special shall we now invite our able, capable, super chair in the person of Honorable Sheikh Asabali to make his remarks. Thank you very much.
اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت وباركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم في العالمين انك حميد مجيد. Your Excellency, you are welcome to Kano, and you have done everything to demonstrate to us that you are a Kano indigenous. We salute you for that. But if Your Excellency can remember, sometimes in February this year, I have a friend who lives in America. His name is Alex. He introduced me to Chief Tony Iju, and I told him Iju that I want to create a partnership between you and Congress, if you can remember. That time Tony Iju was in Canada, so I don't know how the discussion fell, and something happened. Congress has to leave the party, which is unfortunate. But to show you that we appreciate you and we know their capacity, and Nigeria needs people like you who understand the economy, and the whole source of our problem is the economic problem we are facing now, Your Excellency. I have as a Kano indigenous, if God ordained that you emerge as successful in the coming presidential primaries and eventually the general election, Kano, in areas that has comparative advantage, is agro-processing. We have comparative advantage. We are not good in production, in agricultural production like Taraba and some other industries. Yes, but we have comparative advantage in agro-processing sector. Sir, the problem that are killing our industry is the tariff, electricity tariff differential. It is so, yes, it's too high here in the north, which is killing our industrialists, and which is killing us. And even the multi-year tariff order, they are not following it religiously, because in that micro, they have said that we will reach a year by now, the tariff should start reducing. But up to now, they are thinking of increasing the tariff. One, without guarantee 24 hours electricity supply, and people who are engaged, especially in plastic, if we start production, first of all, they have to on their machine for it to heat, for their heaters to reach a 30 level or heat level, and before they start production, then the electricity will become off, and that has become a waste, and it is a regular occurrence. And the situation where they give you the light, you see, the electricity, what we call it, that is below, the power is low, and it will affect our electricity motor. You know that it will be burning. It's all an additional expenses on the part of the industry. So please, sir, remember Kano in this area. And another thing, sir, apart from the price differential, sir, in agriculture, sir, has 22 dams. Majority of it, I think, only one is functional. We need at the federal level that you inject, because the way to reduce poverty is when our rural people are able to harvest year in, year out, at least 3 times within a year. That will solve the economic problem, and which is the source of our insecurity. I'm not going to talk about the insecurity side because you have seen it yourself. You want to go to Kaduna, they say you have to come to Kano. From Kano you go to Kaduna, then you come back to Kano, then you go back to your destination. That shows you what happened in Nigeria. I think in the whole of the north now, northwest, I think it's only Kano that is relatively peaceful. But you see, when in the 7th state, all the 6 are having problems, you know you are not too insulated from that problem. So that's why we need PDP to come back to power so that they will carry on from where they stop. So I would like to use this opportunity to ask you to tell you that as far as our delegates are concerned, nobody is going to come and play the religious or ethnic sentiment to us. What Nigeria needs is people, somebody with the capacity to take it to the desired level, to greater height. So we are a living witness. From 1960 to date, Nigeria still could not double its GDP, which is poor economic management. For the first time in the history of the country, sir, that the country has entered into 2 economic recessions. Even when they told others we are out from the first one, if you look at the economic growth, it's 1.8, which is very, very, very low. So there's nothing to write on. Exactly. Even that's one. Because in Hausa we have one proverb. When they tell a dog that there is a celebration in your house, the dog said, let me see it on the ground. So even when they say we are out of the economic recession, we still didn't see it. Because even the statistics, Nigeria is poor manager of statistics. And that's one of the sources of our problem. Because you have to have accurate statistics for you to have sound economic planning. We don't have all this. So even when they tell that we are, it's only on paper. When they tell, and that's serious, the level of corruption in the country is so alarming. I could remember during my university, one of my lecturers was telling me corruption are of 2 types. There is a productive one and non-productive one. I was curious to ask the productive corruption and which one is unproductive. He said when you siphon money, you take it abroad. That is unproductive corruption. But when you siphon money, you steal money and invest within the economy. At least the economy will benefit, and by extension, the citizen will also benefit, even though it is not right. I'm very happy that you are an industrialist, a banker, and a business mogul. At least when we came to you, we said there is no power. You know we are not power. We are not asking for power to own our AC, but to move our machines. So when we came to you, we said the market is so poor. You know how you feel as a businessman. So we are going to work with our pensions. We are going to work with the plight of our people in mind. And whatever we do, God will guide us at the end of our tenure. But when we go back to Him kindly, I'm sure you, sir, will do everything to God wisely. And I'm sure you are husband that will respect and will help in high God. And in Kano here, as far as 1984, I know the statistics show the Igbos have 40% of economy in Kano. And I'm sure now it is more than that. So please, sir, when you are successful, remember Kano. Help us help Kano to come back to its economic prosperity, stability, security, and whatever. Thank you so much. PDP, power. PDP, power. Yes. Nigeria. We wish you good safe journey back to our destination, sir. Thank you.